Well, we're going to move on now to our next segment because it is Manufacturing Day today. And Dirk, it's an interesting day, Manufacturing Day. A lot going on in Manufacturing Day across the country.
Yep. Today is Manufacturing Day. It's an annual celebration of modern manufacturing during which manufacturers invite their communities, including students and educators, business people, media, and politicians, in order to educate visitors about manufacturing career opportunities and improve really the public perceptions of manufacturing, because as we all know, we've talked about here a lot, sometimes manufacturing gets kind of a bad rap.
The dirty fingernail thing.
Exactly. Well, Manufacturing Day is produced by the National Association of Manufacturers, NAM, with contributors and support from the Hollings Manufacturing Extension Partnership, or MEP, which is a program within NIST. Now, talking to Gordon Stiles earlier, he pointed out the importance of building up interest in manufacturing in the next generation, the need to change the perception of what manufacturing is really all about. And one of the things that happens on Manufacturing Day is that manufacturers across the country open their doors to the public so that they can see what is really going on. What's manufacturing really all about?
That's right.
One of those companies, TransferFlow, is just down the street from our studio.
They are.
And we are really excited to have them join us via Skype. With us now via Skype is Robert Green, who is the Director of Marketing at TransferFlow. Hi, Robert.
Hey guys, how are you?
All right, pretty good.
How are you?
Robert is broadcasting to us live from his phone. Hey Robert, why don't you tell us a little bit about who TransferFlow is and what is it you guys make anyway?
Sure, so we are the lead in the manufacturer of fuel tank systems. So we will do, about half of our business is aftermarket, so the end user, driver usually of a heavy duty truck that needs more driving range and fuel capacity. And then the other half of our business is OEM work. So we are a QVM supplier to Ford Motor Company. We supply U-Haul, Multi-Quip, Knapheide, a lot of the OEMs and vehicle upfitters with their fuel system needs as well.
And I see you've got some people milling around there a little bit. Can you maybe show us around your plant a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So we're super excited as a U.S. manufacturer. It's part of our company values that we acknowledge our contribution to our customers, to our employees, our local community, and really to our country. We believe that U.S. manufacturing is very important from an economic and on many other levels as well. So today is a really special day for us where we get to open up the facility to the public and kind of show what we do and really kind of advocate for U.S. manufacturing. One of the things that I'll tell you about our company is that our founder, who was a former GM engineer, founded this company some 35 years ago and is now heavily involved in education, trying to change curriculum at the high school level to prepare our workforce for jobs of the economy of the future, so that those skills don't have to be taught at trade schools or in college, but instead can be pushed down to high school and even middle school. So what you see behind me is our manufacturing facility. Behind me I have a Haas vertical milling machine. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. I also have a Cincinnati laser. Let me articulate my camera a little bit better. I'll show you a very cool piece of equipment. We just upgraded to a new Cincinnati laser, where the previous model was capable of cutting some 300 inches in a minute. This new one is driven by fiber optics and can cut up to 1,000 inches per minute. Hold it up here appropriately. You'll see we're cutting out some little keychains. But this thing will really fly. We're doing a lot of detailed small cuts. I'll show you what one of those parts looks like real quick. Show you how small and repeatable we can get these things down to.
Wow.
But we'll use this to cut out all of our sheet metal for our fuel tanks. And then the next operation is to take it over to the press brake, which you'll see we have several press brakes back here. We'll form those up, and then they get staged in this area here on these racks. Because we have an open house, it's not as big. A couple behind me where our hand welders will do some tacking. And then, if I turn over here, I will show you one of our 4 robot welders. So we're not doing a lot of hand welding anymore. Instead, we took those welders and we trained them to run these robot welding machines from Lincoln. And that's how all of our tanks are put together now. So here I know you guys are focused quite a bit on quality. So we have a lot of regulatory considerations from the Department of Transportation, the Air Resource Board under the EPA, and we'll do, of course, we have to have a ISO 9000 compliant quality system. We'll deal with the old ISO TX 16949. I think you guys can correct me. I think that standard name has probably changed.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah, I thought so. And then we'll do a whole lot of testing just to ensure quality here. We're really the premier manufacturing in this segment. So it's really important to us that we have premium quality in all of our parts. So we'll build a lot of gigs.
And Robert, you're breaking up a little bit, but we're catching most of what you're saying there. And yes, it's if memory serves, Dirk, it's IATF 16949, I believe now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, IATF.
Yeah, I'm definitely losing you as well. Live broadcasting over the internet.
Yeah.
I'll get back where maybe I have a better signal.
Well, it's live TV. We wanted to have a drop in for what you guys are doing. So, Robert, maybe you can tell us, because we actually have covered you guys in the past for Manufacturing Day. How did TransferFlow get involved in Manufacturing Day over the years?
Well, like I said, it's really born out of our values. We're a family-owned, second-generation company that really is very patriotic at its core, and really believes that it's good for America, where there's a very strong manufacturing base here in the country. And like I said, our founder has now moved on to be less involved in the company, and instead has put together a consortium called Grow Manufacturing, which is a consortium of many manufacturers that are really trying to influence education in order to support manufacturers' needs. I mean, we have a hard time staffing certain operations here, which absolutely could be taught at the high school level, but instead very often we have to go to college graduates and trade school graduates, just because that curriculum isn't really industry's needs. That's one of the areas that we try to influence. Again, it's good for our company, it's good for our segment as a U.S. manufacturer, but it's really good for our country. So Manufacturing Day just allows us to put on display what we do and our values at work. And so the public who in this area may not be intimately familiar with exactly what we produce.
Yeah, I mean, basically what you said is that Manufacturing Day basically fits the ethos of TransferFlow. I mean, it sounds like a natural fit for
Absolutely.
You guys.
Yeah, it really is, and we're heavily, you can see throughout the facility, we're heavily invested in innovation and technology to drive efficiency through automation. But just to kind of let you know what TransferFlow is all about, one of the things that's very cool about this company is we've never lost an employee to automation. Instead, those employees, when their job gets replaced, if it does by technology, they're taught to work that technology. And so we're kind of, I think, drawing a balance between the best of both worlds, which is embrace technology for efficiency gains, but do it in such a way that you're actually supporting the growth of more American jobs.
Well, Robert Green, that's so great. Thank you for joining us today and giving us a little taste of a Manufacturing Day event.
Sure.
And people out there, this is what's going on across the country today. There's thousands of plants and facilities across the U.S. doing an event just like that down there at TransferFlow. So Robert Green, thanks again for joining us on our virtual Test and Measurement Expo and being part of what's going on there today. I should also say you can visit TransferFlow online. I believe it is transferflow.com, correct?
That's right. Thank you guys. Thanks for sharing us with your audience. You take care. We'll see you next year.
Okay.
Thank you, Robert.
See you, Robert.
We'll see you later. Really good stuff there,
Yeah.
Dirk.